Simbugs and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess Sims and today I'm going to be doing my very first speed build on my channel, which is super freaking exciting. Unfortunately, this is not my dream life, my dream life house. I did not have the courage to jump straight into that build because I know it's a massive build and it's going to be used in my gameplay, so I want it to be absolutely perfect. So I thought, why not go ahead and practice? And I actually really liked how this speed build turned out. So I did go ahead and just pop it up on my channel and do a speed build out of it because, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. As you can see, you may actually notice at the front of this, the exterior of this house is actually greatly inspired by Steffo Sims. So I don't take credit of the styling of the front of the house, mainly because I did actually kind of use her video, her speed build as an inspiration. So hopefully that is all good. I did actually learn a lot from that video, so I am so thankful that Steffo Sims actually did a clear sort of build for her parenthood let's play, because I really liked it and I liked how this turned out as well. Obviously the rest of the house is completely my own. The interior is completely my own. It was just kind of the front with the, you know, with the pillars and the roof. That was kind of her idea, so I do not take credit for that whatsoever. But if you want to go check out her build, definitely do that. I will leave a link in the description to that particular build so you can kind of see the comparison. But honestly, like I said, I did learn a heck of a lot by watching that video, so I think it was the best thing for me. And now I'm actually feeling pretty next to confident of actually doing my dream house. So if you guys think I did well in this speed build, definitely give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you actually thought of this build, because I'd love to know your feedback. And if you actually want to see a speed build of my dream house, definitely do let me know, because I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys, because yeah, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. And so we're inside now, as you can see, and yes, this the layout is entirely my doing. I came up with it myself, and here you can see I've added on a little back area, which I ended up deleting that anyway, because I just felt like it didn't really go well with the house and it kind of just looked awkward, like with the roofing. By the way, guys, who freaking knew that building roofs could be this hard? I did not know how hard it was going to be to like build a roof. Like, it took me hours of practice, and that's why Steffo Sims build came into play, because, like, you know, she kind of helped me learn how to build, you know, realistic looking roofs. Otherwise there'll just be points and shapes everywhere. So endlessly thankful for that. So as you can see here, I did delete that. I think it looks a lot better with that little back area, and I think it was really cute. The house is actually really cute now that it's so small. It is only a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's a full bathroom though, so that's good, obviously. But yeah, so it is quite a small house, but it's cozy. It will be up on the gallery if you guys want to go ahead and download it. There is no custom content. So that is good. I tried not to use custom content and it was really hard, you guys. I don't use custom, oh no, I do use custom content on my Sims, and I used to use a lot of custom content in my builds or in my furnishing when I did furnish my own houses off camera before I started my channel. But I am trying to just go solely like on just, I guess, what would you say, just like EA kind of furniture. So there is no custom content, so it is completely free of that. So it is all ready for you guys up on the gallery, so that's super cool. So as you can see, I've placed down the windows. I just added a cute little window there, even though there is no upstairs. Obviously, I just thought it added like a cute little cutesy look to the exterior of the build, so I liked how that turned out. I didn't know what kind of style I wanted to go for. Obviously I wanted to go for just like a suburban-y kind of type cottage, like kind of feel to the house. I don't really know like what I would call it. I still don't know what I'm gonna call this house, but obviously I'm gonna have a think about that when the time comes to upload this. But yeah, so I don't really know. I'm not really good at these things, you guys. Like, I'm kind of just like sitting here doing a voiceover, trying to think of what to say. Oh, I know what I could say. Actually, I have recently not launched, but I've made I made a Twitter, an Instagram, and a Tumblr dedicated to my YouTube channel. So definitely do go check those out. The links will be on my about page or in the description. So please, please, please go follow me there. On my Tumblr page, you'll actually see a lot of custom content that I use. I get tons of questions about what custom content I use and where you can find it. And I thought the easiest way is to just kind of reblog them so you guys can go ahead and check that out on my Tumblr page. So I hope you find that helpful to have a little look there. So as you can see here, I've just started doing the gardening, and this was honestly one of my favorite parts. I kind of went crazy with it, so I did have to chop out a lot of this part because I did take forever like picking the right plants. Like I said, you guys, I'm a massive perfectionist, and this is why I don't do speed builds, because it takes me forever. This little home, in fact, took me 2 days, but to be fair, like, I did take a lot of breaks from the speed build just because I had a lot going on. Had a lot of work to do behind the scenes as well. So I couldn't completely finish. I mean, I did completely finish it, obviously, but yeah, it took me a while. So yeah, I thought the vines up the house was such a freaking cute idea. I loved that. I loved how that looked so much. And then I ended up, you'll see in a second, that I actually end up adding rocks around the flower beds, and it was such a cute idea. I really liked how I did that. See that I'm doing it now. I really liked how it turned out, but I did cut out a lot of it because it did take me quite a little while to place them all individually, changing the sides and stuff. But yeah, I thought it turned out really cute. I really like how the flower beds turned out as well. And I was obviously experimenting with like the terrain tools and like the different colorings of the ground. Because like I said, I'm not a speed builder. All of this is foreign language to me, but I love watching speed builds. So I have learned a lot from previous simmers who have done speed builds. And lately I've been finding myself watching a lot of speed builds and I've been enjoying them. So if you guys want to see more speed builds on my channel, definitely do let me know, because I feel like I could definitely do a speed build once a week or something. It depends on the size of the build. Obviously, I'm such a slow builder at the moment because I'm still learning. So there's that. So don't expect a freaking build every day, because that is not possible for me. I didn't even know how like simmers like Simlacy and oh my gosh, Lil Simsy and all of those guys. I don't know how you guys like upload a freaking speed build every 2 days or whatever, because it's not plausible for me. Not at the moment anyway. I mean, who knows, there might be one day, but it definitely is not the case at the moment. So as you can see, I was kind of experimenting with outdoor objects. I just kind of wanted to see what would look good and what wouldn't look good. Like I said, foreign language to me. So I was really experimenting in this build, like putting things here, putting things there, just, you know, sizing things up, sizing things down. Sorry about that, guys. I did have to cough because my throat dried up. As I was saying, yeah, I had to I was experimenting a lot with objects, so sizing them up, sizing them down, and all of that fun stuff. Like I said, this is a very experimental build. So yeah, that's just kind of what happened. So now we are moving on the inside of the house. And I started off, I don't know why I chose a girl. No, I'm not starting on the inside. I will be in a second though. I did start off with I guess a little girl's room. That for no particular reason, I did not have a household in mind for this build. I kind of just went with whatever. Like I just went with the flow. Yeah, no particular household in mind for this build. But I guess I kind of imagined like a very young family, or maybe like a single mother living with her mother and then her little girl as well. So kind of like 3 generations in this house, because I feel like the interior design is quite, it is like an older ladies type. But I guess like a young mum who's kind of inherited her mum's house could also live here. So that's kind of the kind of household I had in mind while building. Either that or like 2 young couples and one little girl. So But of course, if you download this house, you can renovate the rooms to, you know, suit your household or whatever. And feel free to go ahead and change anything you'd like. I do not mind at all. Just make sure you do not re-upload the house. But yeah, so I actually, this little side area that you see that I'm doing currently, the purpose of why I'm putting mud down is actually, like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a lot of people have like sections of their house that are usually unkempt, and that's usually the sides of the houses that no one really goes to. I don't know if you guys have that in your house, but you know, I see it a lot in a lot of families' houses, like, you know, I was just going to say in Australia, but I'm sure it happens worldwide. But I see a lot of houses like that. So I thought it would be kind of realistic and cool to kind of add that little side in. Like, you know, particularly maybe that's where the dog goes to do its business. Like, I don't know. Like, I see a lot of houses that have that. And I decided to add these cool little, like, what do you call these? those little roof things. I thought they looked really cute and they really fitted in well with the roof. So added those in just for like little extra looks. And then the reasoning for the tall grass is because I kind of wanted the backyard to kind of look overgrown and a little bit unkempt. Like, I feel like maintaining the exterior of the house isn't really the family's forte. They have other priorities, like they both work full time. The mother is pretty busy raising her only child. So obviously the back garden is a little bit unkempt. And as you can see, there's like flowers growing like around the swings. There's a lot of dirt and stuff in the back garden, but I really, really, really love the look of how, like, I really loved how it turned out. So hopefully you guys like that look as well, because I like to make my builds look really realistic as well. So now we are going to the inside of the house, which is my favorite part. As much as I love doing the landscaping, I also love interior designing. Like, I have always loved interior designing, even when I wasn't playing The Sims. I mean, I've been playing The Sims since I was freaking like 7 years old, not gonna lie. Geez, that really shows my age. But yeah, I really love interior design. So doing this was actually so freaking fun. And like I said earlier, I did go ahead and start off as a girl's bedroom. I found her room to come out so beautiful. Like, I loved it. If this was my room as a little girl, I would love it. I'm saying little girl, but you know what? Little boys can definitely live in this room if they have more of a feminine style, not being like, you know, not being gender specific here. But yeah, so I guess any gender can live in here, but I had a little girl in mind when I was building this room. So I was kind of just picking which clutter I'd like to use for the bedroom. Because, you know, I don't really have a technique on how to build. I was kind of just like, you know, just throwing anything out there and seeing what worked and what didn't. As you can see, there's like a little journal on the little table there, which I thought was super duper cute. And then, you know, I made it really obviously girly and pinky, and I want that rainbow shelf for my office. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really love that. It's really, really cute. And I love the different shades of pink that I used in the room as well. I really love that bedside table. I love the pink on it. I just thought it was such a beautiful color, and it worked really, it tied in really, really well with the room, even though it's like a different shade of pink. I just thought it looked really, really cute. And I felt like the room didn't look cozy enough, so I was trying to find a really like nice rug to kind of fit in. So that did take me a while to find. Like I said, guys, like I'm not familiar with a lot of the objects because I literally just pick up and play. Like I don't really do anything to my houses in my Let's Plays, as you see. But I really did kind of get the feel for the objects. So it was fun kind of seeing what was out there, like in the catalog and whatnot. So that was really cool, and that was really, really fun. And I actually had a lot of like fun just seeing what the different objects were. I was surprised by a lot of them, especially because I haven't seen most of them really, I guess. So yeah, that was super duper fun. I think I was nearly done the bedroom here. I don't think I really added anything else. I just added a couple of fairy lights, and then I went ahead and I added a mirror. And I ended up changing that night light stuck on the wall. I ended up changing that and putting one above her bed instead, I think. So yeah, I was just kind of like trying to fill out the room. I tried to make it look as cluttered as possible because no girl's room is perfect. No kid's room is perfect unless you have really anal parents. But I feel like these parents that live in this house were pretty laid back. So yeah, then I was kind of, no, I did actually go into the hallway. I started out in the hallway, and as you can see, the house kind of has like a darker theme to it, like I kind of mentioned earlier. I don't think it's a young couple's house. I mean, it could be if this is your style, but I felt it gave me kind of old lady vibes, I guess. I don't really know, old men vibes. I don't know. But definitely a younger couple could live in here. Like I said, they could have just inherited the house off of their grandmother or their mother, and they just decided not to really change much about the house. But yeah, so right here I'm just doing the hallway area, and yeah, I just popped a little mirror there. I thought that, you know, just to check your face before you leave the house. I thought that was a really cute idea. And then I was just kind of trying to clutter up the what would you call that, the hallway table as well. So I just chucked a lamp on it. At the moment there's a couple of lamps because I was just trying to find the right one, but then I ended up going for this little flower little light. I thought it was really, really cute actually. I don't know why, I just thought it fit perfectly with the color scheme of the house. And I threw a couple of little gnomes out there as well. And like I said, I was just cluttering up the table. I ended up adding a little picture as well and a little bag beside the table as well, just for extra clutter. And then I went on, I think in a minute I will add a rug as well. There we go. So I added a rug as well, and I thought that looked really, really cute. And then I added a little study nook as well, because there wasn't really any other place for a study nook. So I thought that was a really cute idea to add one there. So I really liked how that turned out as well. It's a cute little area. The one thing about this house though, guys, is there actually is no dining table. So please modify whatever you want to add one in if you really, really want one. But I just didn't, I couldn't find I couldn't find a spot for a dining table, so I just didn't add it in. But like I said, moderate it to however you want it. I do not mind at all. So this room is going to be the parents' room. It's pretty simple. It's darks. It's a lot of dark, like it's kind of like a darks with like light blues, I guess you could say. It does have a bit of touch of blue and the kind of dark wood mahogany, I guess you can kind of color. I don't really know. Here I am trying to use interior slang, but it ain't gonna work, girl, because I don't have any skill in that whatsoever. So I changed the wallpaper to kind of match that little wallpaper. I thought that little feature wall was the cutest with like the fireplace. Then I just added like a couple of frames above that as well, just to give it a little more homey look. And then I just added a pot plant on top of that. I was going to add more clutter on the fireplace, but I just decided to keep this room pretty simplistic. I feel like the parents are a little bit more needed than obviously the child. So that's the kind of look that I went for there. And then we added a couple of hampers around the house because yes, there is a laundry in this build, guys. I don't know if you guys fancy using the laundry pack or even if you have the laundry pack, but there will be a little room just through that door that you're looking at now. You feel free to knock that down and actually add a dining table there or extend the lounge room if you will, if you don't have the laundry pack. Like I said, this house has room to, you know, to grow, I guess. You can definitely extend on the house because the backyard is pretty big as well. So there's lots of options that you can do with this house. So moving on to the bathroom now, I kind of went for the same theme. I went for a wood kind of mahogany theme throughout the house. And I actually really liked how the bathroom turned out. It's pretty simple. It does have a little bit of clutter. But not too much. I ended up adding a couple of shelves on that wall just above the hamper, and I thought it looked super cute. And I just chucked a few items on that as well, and I thought it made it look really lived in, which is the look I love in houses. I kind of wish I cluttered up the lounge room and kitchen a little bit more, but honestly I was kind of getting a little bit impatient. I had been working on it for a couple of days now, so I was kind of, you know, just, you know, not feeling it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to explain. Yeah, so that's what I did. Just added a couple of things on the shelves there and just added a couple of decor items around the living room as well. So I really, like I said, I really liked how it turned out. If I had to pick a favorite room of the house, I definitely have to say the little girls' room was my favorite by far. I just really like how cluttered and girly it looked. Yeah, so I can definitely picture a cutesy little girl or boy living in that room. And by the way, I realized that I didn't even have a freaking toilet, so I had to go ahead and move that shelf and add in a toilet. I actually really love the placement of the toilet. I'm really hoping that that door is usable. I have not played in this household to see if it was, if everything worked. So, you know, like I said, moderate anything that doesn't work. I apologize if stuff doesn't work. Please be kind. This is my first speed build, so I did do the best I could. I tried keeping in mind, like I tried being spatially aware of where I put some stuff. Later on in the video, you'll actually see that I did place the hallway table very close to the laundry door in the lounge room. So I did have to go ahead and remove that and put in a smaller one because I realized that the Sims won't be able to move from there because they're not that smart, unfortunately. So I did have to modify a little bit in the lounge room as well. But nonetheless, I think it turned out pretty cool. I did see these cute little frames that I decided to add in the girls' room, and you know, like one of those measuring things like for height. I saw one of those, so I thought, why not pop that in there as well? And as you saw, I just popped a little reef in the bathroom, which is a little bit unique, but I really like the color of it, and I thought it looked really cute. I was initially gonna go for those rugs, but I thought they looked a little bit weird, so I didn't end up going for them. And now we are moving on to the laundry. I really liked how this room turned out as well. I wanted it to be cluttered as well, but I think I ended up going for more of a simplistic feel. I ended up taking out a lot of the clutter, as you'll see me doing that very, very soon. I just wanted to make it look a little bit more cleaner because, you know, the mum probably spends a lot of time in here, or the dad. Again, I'm being gender biased, but, you know, either or, one of the parents is going to spend a lot of their time in here, you know, doing laundry. So I wanted to make it look really nice and less cluttered. But I really liked how it turned out. I know a lot of you guys probably don't use a laundry pack, but I do, and I love it. So now moving on to the kitchen / the lounge room. Yes, it is open living, guys. I realized you can kind of see where that wall is. It doesn't have like the brick there. I actually would like to add some brick there. So personally, before I upload it on the gallery, I am probably going to add a little bit of tiling there. Not tiling, but the brick. So that will be changed because I just think it looks odd when it kind of cuts off, like kind of next to the stove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hopefully you do, because I'm pointing, but you guys can't see. This is so weird. But yeah, so I will end up probably most likely changing that because I just think that looked a little bit odd. But yeah, and otherwise I think the kitchen turned out pretty good. I would have, like I said, I would have liked to add a little bit more clutter on the benches and make it look a little bit more lived in, but I did keep it minimal because it was my first build and I was just kind of experimenting with a bunch of stuff. Like for example, I was trying to place things on the bay window and I was having a lot of trouble with it. The only thing that fit really, really nicely was that plant I left there. So I ended up just moving that into the center of the bay window and then getting rid of everything else. But I did pop a little hand dispenser, little soap dispenser on the sink. And then I added a little island as well, just because obviously they needed somewhere to eat, but because we don't have a dining table. But like I said, you can add one in if you want to. Totally up to you guys. Do whatever you want to build. I've said that a million times before. I do not mind. I did add a thermostat and a, what do you call that? A smoke alarm as well for your Sims safety and comfort. I do have a couple of little pet things there as well. You are welcome to remove that if you are not using pets in this build. And as for the lounge room, I kept it very, very simple, which it kind of annoys me because I wanted to make it look more cluttered and lived in, especially with a child. But I actually didn't do much with it. So add more clutter if you want to. I kind of wish I did, but for now we're just going to leave it. I think it turned out pretty nice anyway. I really like how it looks kind of almost Mediterranean, I think. I want to say, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I really liked it. I know a lot of you guys probably don't use the ceiling fan, so again, delete that if you don't want to. I just wanted to add a little bit of oomph, I guess, into the build. I don't really know. I just thought it looked cute. So as I was saying, like you can kind of see how that table kind of cuts in front of the door a little bit, especially with the stool. So I did end up changing out that hallway table for a much, much smaller one, but I think it looks better with the smaller one. Anyway, it kind of went with a Mediterranean feel. So that was the table that I used there. But that is it, you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you in my next build. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy the screenshots. Bye.